You know what I like about Portugal is their fucking coffee. It's so good. It's so damn good. So what I found out recently is that the coffee here, it's lighter. Back in Toronto, I didn't really drink coffee aside from the occasional Starbucks and Tim Hortons, and those are just bad coffee. Hey guys, Iamtongue here, and today I just want to talk about the gear that I use outside of photography. Now I'm going to call this my content creation gear. You saw the video of the lenses I use to film my videos, but there are also other stuff that I bring behind the scenes that I use to make my content. There are things such as audio and lighting. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys everything that I use. So let's just get started. Let's start with the laptop that I use, and that is the MacBook Pro M1 Max. I got the 64 gigs of RAM and 2 TB of storage. I feel nowadays for me, the amount of things that I'm doing, photography and video, 500 gigabyte hard drive and 1 TB isn't enough anymore. Because of how the social media landscape has changed, you need to do more video work to keep up with the Joneses. And this is why I need a computer that can keep up with demand. From editing 100 megapixel RAWs, filming 10-bit 422 codecs, and a little bit of in-between stuff. I didn't want a computer that would stutter and lag. I also wanted something portable. As you already know, I travel from time to time with the wife, so it has to go with me everywhere. And the MacBook Pro M1 Max was the choice for me. Now I had this thing for about 6 to 8 months now. I pre-ordered it in November and it arrived right after Christmas. I honestly love this machine. I was using a 2018 MacBook Pro before with the Intel i9, and I didn't like how sluggish that machine was getting. I was editing more videos because of this YouTube channel, and I saw how long it would take me to export videos. A 10-minute video can take me 20 minutes to export. And not to mention, the old i9 was just slowing down my workflow a lot. And that just adds up. It was also slow for editing as well. When I was editing my GFX 100S RAW files, I just saw more lags and drags, and the fan just kicked on immediately. But now with the M1 Max, it doesn't do that at all. I haven't heard this fan kicked in yet. The machine fits everything I do. My batch edits are a lot faster when I need to get photos out to clients. A 10-minute 4K video workflow runs a lot smoother. I don't have to use proxies like I did with my old Intel MacBook Pro. 4K 120p runs smooth on this machine, and it exports amazingly quick. It's stupidly fucking quick. It's like the fucking Flash. For a 10-minute 4K video, it exports in like 2 to 3 minutes. The speed on this thing is amazing, and I can't say enough good thing about this machine. It's truly a workhorse for people in the creative field. I've been rocking the RSC2 with the Sony a7S III, and it gets the job done for what I need it to do. I was using it a bit for real estate stuff, and some of my videos you see on this channel were filmed using the gimbal. I like the smooth footage that it gets me. It's not my favorite tool, but it's there if and when I want a smooth and steady shot. For audio, I use the Rode Wireless 2 Go mic. Whenever I'm doing these portrait sessions you see on my channel, you see that I am mic'd up to a lavalier mic, and it's the Rode. I really like the sound coming out of the mic. It sounds rich and full, and for what I do, this is more than enough. I'm not an audiophile, so I don't need to buy like the most expensive mics out there. I also have this Sony shotgun mic that I use whenever I vlog or whenever I'm in close proximity. The sound on this is amazing. I really like the fact that it's wireless and it gets powered by the digital contacts from the hot shoe mount on any compatible Sony cameras. And whenever I'm lazy and I don't want to get mic'd up, I use that shotgun mic. Now I know that audio isn't the most sexy thing to talk about. Trust me, I failed an audio class back in college because of how boring that shit is. The funny thing about failing that course years later is I picked up music producing, right? I tried to make electronic dance music. So I had to go on YouTube and search for all the information on it again, and I found it much more useful and informing the second time around. So yeah, I think it's very important, and I think it's one of those things you guys must get in order to do your work properly. So remember to buy audio first and a camera second. Good audio is better for your content because any camera can get good 4K footage nowadays, but it's rare to see people starting out to think about their audio. So these are the two items that I use. I'm gonna show you all the filters I got, and I got some trippy filters I'll show you in a second. I got these Freewell ND filters for filming outside. If you guys don't know what ND filters are, just think of them as sunglasses for your lens. I got them so I can film outside during broad daylight. Now, if you guys don't know what the 180-degree shutter rule is, that is when you set your shutter speed to double your frame rate that you are filming in. I shoot at 24p, so I have to set my shutter speed to 1/48th of a second or 1/50th of a second so I can get that natural motion blur, which helps make your footage look more cinematic. You see these hands? You see how there's like a little bit blurry right here? Like if I do this, you see the motion blur? Yeah, this is what we're looking for in video. Slowing your shutter down to 1/48th of a second will allow in so much light, so it's best that you get ND filters to put in front of your lens. Another reason why I use ND filters outside during the day is to capture time lapses. So I got two from Freewell right now. Freewell, wow. So I got two from Freewell right now. Both are variable ND filters, so I have all the stops covered. And it's also the mist edition, so you get a nice bloom effect in your footage. And both do help me when I want to make time lapses in broad daylight, and I love it. The one filter I do use a lot is a diffusion filter. I use the Black Pro Mist. This filter is glued onto my XF 33mm f1.4 whenever I shoot portraits. I choose the 1/8 effect because I want a subtle approach. I find that the Cinebloom diffusion filter can be a little bit too much at times. With the 1/8, I feel it does a great job in just taking off that little bit of sharpness, which is great for portraits. I have a 20% diffusion filter from these guys, Camdiox. These guys are a small company in Hong Kong. They make some cool trippy filters. Here are some I have right now, and I think these are great paired in low light situations. It just gives a different vibe. Let me know what filters you were vibing with in this video.
El río fluye, nunca solo está, no solo está. El río fluye, nunca solo está. Un corazón destruido no deja de palpitar, de palpitar. Mi amor es franco y fiel, no tiene fronteras y no maldad. Mi amor es franco y fiel, no tiene fronteras y no maldad. El río fluye, nunca solo está, no solo está. El río fluye, nunca solo está, no solo está. Franco y fiel, no tiene fronteras y no maldad. Mi amor es franco y fiel, no tiene fronteras y no maldad. El río fluye, nunca solo está, no solo está. El río fluye, nunca.
And lastly, I want to show you guys my lights. I have different lightings for things that I do. Normally, you're going to see me with a few lighting setups. Now, I want to show you guys my portable lights. I think these ones are so cool. If you guys have been checking out this channel for a while, you know that I bring my LED light sticks to like every portrait shoot. If you were ever in a pickle shooting at a studio where lighting wasn't the best, or if you're shooting outside at nighttime wishing you had some light to help expose your model, this light is for you. This is the WeLight K21 LED light sticks. This is a portable, quick solutions to your problems. This light stick stows away in your camera bag so easily. It's about 12 inches and 30 centimeters in length. It weighs about 270 grams. It has a standard filter thread on it, so you can mount this on any tripod and any light stands. It already has a diffusion cover on the light stick, so you won't get any of that harsh spills on your subject. It does a full 360 RGB spectrum of colors. It can go from 2500 Kelvin to 8500 Kelvin in temperature. It can be charged via USB-C. It has about 29 different creative effects. Some include party mode, lightning, and cops and emergencies. And I just think it's a very powerful light for its size. And it's only $69 US. The size for me is the selling point. You can fit this in your camera bag. I used to own the Yongnuo light sticks, and they were about twice the length, making it difficult to pack away when you're always out and about. My favorite part of this light is that this light has magnets. So having a magnet just opens up a whole new world of creativity when it comes to lighting your subject. You can put it on a fence, you can put it on the fridge, anywhere that has metal, and the battery life is great in my opinion. So on a full charge, you can get about 1 hour of use if the brightness is turned to the max. But usually I'm using this light on 50% to 75% brightness, so the battery life is extended a little bit more. Warning, it does get a little warm if you are planning to use it on full power, so just be mindful of that. Once you touch it, it's gonna sting a little. But overall, it has been my go-to quick and dirty lighting setup. I just love these things, and I use it as a fill light and my rim light for my YouTube videos as well. Up next, we got the Pixel P80 LED light panel. Now, I always envision myself to get all the typical lighting setup like what you see YouTubers have with their aperture lighting and their huge parabolic soft boxes, so that you can get that nice huge soft lighting for my talking head videos. But that requires a lot of space that I don't have the luxury to have right now and the money to invest into something like that. Maybe in the future, but for now, I went a different route with my lighting. I wanted something that was budget friendly, something that can light up a small room like this, and something a bit versatile when I need an RGB light or when I just need a white light. And as someone that is in their early stages of their YouTube journey, you can't always get the expensive stuff that these big YouTubers can get. It doesn't make financially sense to someone like me. So when I stumbled across this light and I checked out this light versus the competition with similar spec, I was floored. I find this light to be reasonably priced actually. At $200, you're getting a bang for your buck. The Pixel P80 can be plugged in for continuous use. I find that useful when I'm out in the studio for a day. I was using the P80 light at a studio with hardly any lighting in it at all, so it was difficult to film and photograph if you don't bring any of your own lighting. So I had to be creative with my lighting, and I used the P80 for everything I did. I had it as a spotlight, I had it as a fill, I had it as a rim. Anything I thought of, I tried. It comes with 10 effects such as SOS, lightning, police, fire truck, and candlelight, just to name a few lighting scenes for any of you budget filmmakers out there. This Pixel P80 LED light panel fills that need for me. I love this light. It has a diffusion cover already installed and also comes with barn doors for you to control the direction of your light. This light can be controlled via app, which I think is the best way to control the light. It responds well and I have no problems with it. Overall, this lens is great for any content creator looking for a versatile light panel that can do just a little bit of everything and it doesn't hurt your pockets. It's only $200. Just think about all the other lights out there that starts from like $300 to $400 and up. But this right here for $200, that's a fucking steal, man. But there you have it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. These are some of the gears that I use to make my YouTube channel function and run as smoothly as possible. I didn't realize when I started this YouTube channel that I was going to acquire so many things just to make a video look good. It's quite a lot, and for someone that likes their YouTube videos to look somewhat aesthetically pleasing, I am glad that I have all these gear, and I'm going to leave all the links to the gear I talked about down below. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. And don't forget to follow me on my Instagram. That's where you're going to see a lot more of my work at Iamtongue. And that is it for me, guys. Once again, My name is Tongue, and I'll see you in the next video. I love you.